Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to our gameplay footage of World of Tanks. I'm the Ninja Stalker, and as you can see, Festive Holidays. This is the 26th of December. So, update, I guess, might as well go ahead and do this. I'm in my own house, that's why I'm talking as loud as I can. It's pretty cool because I'm like only one in here. I didn't opt for roommates or anything like that. I like the solidarity. I don't want to say I like being alone because there's a possibility of someone coming in here with me, someone I really, really like. And it's going to be cool being with her. But for now, I get this. And she's not even going to mind if I'm yelling or whatever. She really doesn't mind if I walk around butt-ass naked, to be honest. But anyways, the point is, we got this going on now. I can speak as loud as I can. Neighbors are far away, so they can't hear me yelling or cursing or whatever. Still try to keep that down to a minimum as long as it's funny, I guess. So yeah, housing, got out of the barracks. Now I'm in this. Apart from that, I graduated from Warrant Officer Candidate School, so there was that. And then I think in some of the other videos I mentioned that I graduated, but I was in E5 because of my security clearance. Well, security clearance went through in the last week of October. And now I'm a full-fledged warrant officer. I have the warrant officer rank, just a W01, or CW01, as some people tend to have a tendency calling you chief, even though you're not really a chief warrant officer. But it's almost just given to some people when you look at them and just say that. But apart from that, went through Wobik Part Alpha. Went through Dunker and Host, passed those, thank God. Now the next thing on the list is Seer. Yeah, and that's going to be tough. I think what's going to make it more tough is that it's possibly going to be during the winter time. Right now it's December, you got January and February, and it's in, as they call LA, Lower Alabama over here. It doesn't really get cold till January, February. Me, though, I've lived in Kansas since, like, the 90s, and then before that I was in South Korea in the mid-90s. Kansas being, like, mid to late 90s. I've been in cold places, and I'm not accustomed to that. I hate it. I absolutely hate the cold, so it's going to suck for me to be in Seer in, like, January or February, but I'm going to have to tough it up and get through it. I'm going to have a couple of friends going with me in class, so that's going to be cool. Put a shout out to a friend who helped get me situated in this house. Not that he pointed out the house, but he did give me something for the house. I got a bed, because originally when I moved into this house, there's nothing. There's absolutely nothing. You could probably hear echo in here. That's because I got my laptop on this little bar that's in the kitchen. So it's the first time for me to have a bar. But I got it on top of there as a desk. I don't even have a chair, so I'm doing this standing up. But if you hear the echoes, because behind the laptop is this big-ass open living room. And it's crazy. So, yeah, I hope that doesn't really bother with the recording. Apart from that, my friend Brody, we're going to call him Brody. I don't want to give out his last name. But Brody, there's a shout-out to you. He gave me a king-size bed. And that thing is freaking huge. Oh, it's amazing. I love it. So, there's that. Now, as I said, gameplay footage of this. This is episode 3. We are going to be playing a couple of few tanks, maybe. Yeah, 2 or 3, something like that. And this is one of them. I've been having some fun with this tank. This here is the Mauerbrecher. I probably really ruined that translation. Anyone who's German, I am so sorry if I really messed that up. The Mauerbrecher. Rough translation, I think it's supposed to be the wall breaker. And that's not me guessing. That's me kind of remembering off of another video that somebody else mentioned of what the name is. Ein Berlin, the Berlin Wall. It looks like a hammer breaking down the wall. I think the story about this tank was that this tank was so heavy that when Germany was going to use this in 1945 to defend Berlin, it fell through the street or something, because underneath the street was a subway, and it stayed there until East and West Berlin, or East and West Germany and then they found this tank down there and they pulled it out, and it was, I guess, being used as a ram to break through the wall or something like that at some point. Some idea. I don't know if that story is 100%. I just remember reading that somewhere about this Mauerbrücke. As a review for this tank, what can I tell you about this tank since I've played it? How many matches have I played in this, to be honest, actually? Let's find out real quick. Let's find out. By vehicle, please. Oh, yeah, this is going to be... Okay, maybe the Mauerbrücker's down here. Oh, there it is. Okay, so I've done close to 20 games. 19 battles. What is this? Victories, 58%. I did get the mastery in it, which was pretty cool. And it wasn't even like the best game ever. I just know there's a possibility to have better games than what I just had to get that mastery. So that's pretty decent. Let's go back to Garage real quick. Is it at... Yeah, it's 58%. Okay, it was better than that, but then again, you know, once you start playing a game, and other people start getting used to that tank, things will go up and down. That's one trend I've noticed. Anytime that there's a brand new tank out that you can get, premium tank that is, or even a regular tank, if there's a new tank that comes out, the first couple of matches, you're probably not going to do too well. And at least from my personal opinion, you're probably not going to do too well because sorry, I'm messing with my headset. You're probably not going to do too well because you're getting used to the tank. So you're trying to figure out its limits and all that. So the first couple of games, you're probably not going to have a great game. You're using the tank compared to other tanks that you've done before. So maybe past 3, 4, 5 games, you really start developing into the tank, wondering, okay, so this is how the tank is. Within the next 5 games that you're used to it, there are people getting used to your tank. There are people trying to figure out what to do against your tank. So you'll have these games where you're kind of low, and then all of a sudden you do real good because people are still trying to figure out, oh, damn, how do I get rid of this tank? And then after the 5 games, maybe 7, 10 games even, people realize, oh, this is how I get rid of it. And then you start leveling out to really see how the player yourself develops, you know. Now me, as I mentioned in my other Let's Plays, I am not a professional at this game. I am not a great player. I'm just an average player. You've probably seen my stats. Did stats actually see what kind of... Yeah, see, so average, all right? That's probably, like... I'm really... You'll see my gameplay. You'll see the gameplay footage of me playing this tank in my other videos that I've done for this. I'm not great at this game. I just play the game to have fun. That's all it is. That's why a majority of my tanks in this garage, premium tanks. I just play the tanks for fun. I get the tanks because I think they're cool, and I think I have fun in them, and then I go find out if I can have fun in them or not. This tank, I can say, I think it has potential to have fun, but there are a lot of features about it that kind of brings it down. So let's try and go over that right now before getting into gameplay. This tank is a cross between 2 tanks I've found, and I will show you. Where are we at? Where is it? There it is. The Mauschen and the VK101P. It's the Mauerbrücke is a cross between these two. What do we have here? Yeah, so this the tank we have has got the side armor. Does not have the frontal armor that these two have. But yeah, so as you can see here, it says 180 for the frontal armor, 130 on the side, and 100 in the rear. The other two had, I think, 120 in the rear. Maybe the Mauschen has a little better. Mauschen, that's kind of like the mouse, right? So it's so maybe the tank's mice or a rat or something. I don't know. No, it's not rat, because rat would be like Ratte or something like that. Again, my I don't really know German too well. But this tank supposedly has 180 millimeters of frontal hull armor. That's the upper glacis. The lower glacis, I think that's 130 to 180. It's kind of a large range, but I'm guessing on that. It's a weak spot, and it's kind of big, and it's not that terribly angled, but not too many people aim for that anyways against this tank, because that's low to the ground anyways, and you got this big old upper juicy spot to hit, and the turret. Now here's the thing, this might be 180, and I think when you look at it, it could push up to about 200, 230 of upper plate armor. This is a giant weak spot, and the turret itself isn't really that reliable. It says 230 on the turret. That's here and here. Down here it's a little more, and up here's a little more because it's, see how angled it is. As for the mantlet, this is a weak spot, actually. There's nothing behind it. This mantlet is as it is, and there's nothing behind it. There's 0 behind that. So a lot of people just aim for this. A lot of people just aim for this. A lot of people just aim for this. I've noticed a lot of people I go up against can punch right through this. Now, here's the thing, though. The people that I go up against can push through it because this tank gets terrible matchmaking. I believe tier 8s are still getting shitty matchmaking. The 19 games that I've been in, I think only 4... Yeah, I think only 4 of those matches was I a top tier tank, where it was tier 8s versus 7s and 6s. I was, of the 19, 4 times, those 4 battles, I was top tier. Everyone else, I've seen so many 9s, so many tier 9s. It's not just like, there's only 3 tier 9s and 3 tier 9s, and then like maybe 4 or 5 tier 8s against 4 or 5 tier 8s. No. I'm talking, there was like a lot of tier 9s and then barely tier 8s. And then a lot of times did I see tier 10s. I don't know why they still have the tier 8s screwed up like that. Because, first of all, this tank is not going to handle tier 9s, let alone tier 10s. It's a slow tank. Mobility is a thing that kind of gets me when you face top tier tanks like that. So there has to be a defining factor for your tank to be good to play against those tier 10s. The defining factor for this tank would be armor, but there's an issue. It's only 180, so 180 isn't going to do shit for you on the whole against tier 10s. They're going to have guns that just get through that no matter what. And then your turret, if you only show your turret, well, they can still get through that too. So this tank should not really be seeing tier 10s, if at all, that many tier 10s. Because even at those top tier games that I was actually, oh wow, I'm actually at the top, oh cool, I still had tier 7s and 6s kicking my ass because this tank is just slow, and the side armor is only like 130, as you can see here, and then like 160 up here. It's flat. Spaced armor is only really down here. This part up here is flat, just flat actual armor instead of being spaced out. The rear is easy to get through. Apart from that, I am skipping over this. This tower thing up here is an obvious weak spot. It's like 150 millimeters of armor. Anyone can get through that. So tier 6s, as soon as they see this tank, they just go for this. They have the gun that can shoot faster than mine, and they just keep nicking at this right here, just pow, pow, pow. There are some extreme angles because of how tall this tank is that it's kind of difficult to hit at this because sometimes they'll bounce, but the closer I get to you, the better you have a chance of killing me. So if you play this tank, I would probably recommend don't get up close to the enemy, considering you have this weak spot, this whole weak spot, and then this whole weak spot. You kind of want to keep this tank at a distance from what I've noticed. Your gun isn't that accurate to do so, but it's not 0.4, it's 0.38 on the accuracy, and it could probably be better than that if you get brothers in arms. So yeah. Apart from that, the gun is pretty good. It's powerful. You really enjoy the fact when you hit an enemy and actually penetrates that it's going to hurt them. Not all the time is this gun going to penetrate, though. You see my loadout down here is at 47 and 3. You could probably put a little more, considering you're going to be seeing tier 9s and 10s, and your standard is not going to do shit against a lot of tier 9s and definitely a lot of tier 10s. Apart from that, it looks cool. I do like how it has the dual tracks. but I do not like how the armor is pretty weak, and I especially don't like how it weighs. How much does it weigh? 168 tons, is it? It's like one of the heaviest. Yeah, it's one of the heaviest in the game. They call it the VK. I think the full designation for this is the VK 168 Malbreaker or something like that. 168 tons of this metal. But I don't like how it weighs that much, and it only has 1,700 hit points. If it's going to weigh this much, they should probably add on more armor and give it more health. If this is supposed to be a sponge, because this is one of the weakest sponge out there for tier 8. I can die real quick out in the field because my armor doesn't count for shit. So then I'm wondering, where did all the weight go? You can't tell me that the engine weighs that much. It's a powerful engine compared to the other tanks that it's classed up with. It's got a 1,600 horsepower engine. But, yeah, there it is, 1,600. But the engine's definitely not going to make the vehicle weigh a lot. It's the vehicle itself that's going to weigh a lot. If it's going to be at 168 tons, you better put some frickin' armor on this. And give it some health, because that's 1,700 and it weighs that much and it doesn't go that fast. Come on now. It needs the armor. Gun's okay. I can be okay with the gun, especially if the AP rounds cannot go through every tier 9 and 10s. I just got to switch over to APCR, which I don't really like. I prefer the gun to be stronger, but this tank, the gun's not really a strong point. You know, I mentioned in my other videos strong points about, where was it, the AMX 1357 GF. Strong point about this tank was the gun. And the gun did extremely well. You shot fast, or you shoot fast, you reload fast. It's pretty good. Because this tank doesn't have armor, this tank doesn't have mobility, this tank doesn't have speed compared to the other guys. So the one feature it has is that. Well, for this tank, the gun isn't that. I mean, it's got a strong gun, sure, but if that gun was supposed to go up against the people that it's supposed to go against, so it says it's a tier 9 rated, you want more penetration. The damage is fine, but you want a little bit more penetration. It's not really working out with that kind of damage output, or that kind of penetration output. So you're going to have to give this tank some armor and some more health. If that's one thing I can ask for in this, just give it more armor, give it more health, and then everything will be fine. Also, another thing I would probably ask for, this is just an aesthetic thing, I would probably opt to make the tank a little wider. It looks too narrow of a tank to be weighing 168 tons. Like, you could leave the turret alone, leave the turret the same size, but make this tank a little wider, because it looks kind of narrow for a heavy tank, which is, I don't know, it's just me. Anyways, I do have this crew layout. I have a female commander and a female driver. I don't know 100% if they have sisters in arms. Oh, they have brothers in arms. I don't know if they have brothers in arms, and then the other males in the group will get brothers in arms, if that counts for the whole group. You can probably tell I don't play this game enough to realize that. But if it does work, cool. If it doesn't work, shit. Because I kind of like this. It's pretty cool. But, yeah, if it does work, that'd be awesome. Because, I mean, I guess in this terminology, brothers in arms would be like the compatriots, the group members. But, I mean, I don't know. It's whatever. I have them all working on repairs. I almost forgot what it was. I got them all working on repairs. She came readily available with brothers in arms. And I could choose one other thing for 100%, which was 6th Sense. And then I got her working on repairs because I want this tank to quickly fix itself up, because a lot of people like to take your tracks out and keep you stuck in one spot. Oh, that's another thing I noticed. A lot of games I play, a lot of people shoot out the tracks and it does damage. I think down here, it's a weak point, so watch out for your tracks. Apart from that, yeah. Also, for the driver, anything that'll make the tank move better and shoot on the move, because you kind of don't want to stand still too long in this tank. You want to kind of keep moving, especially considering you're only going to be moving at 20 kilometers an hour forward and 15 backwards. Moving isn't going to be too bad to shoot if you can actually shoot aim correctly. So my equipment that I have, I got, vertical stabilizer, and then I got the vents and the rammer, and then I got these. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump into a game, and then we'll jump into other tanks. Let's see what happens. Enough jibber jabber. Let's see what happens. Okay. So tier 8 max, but we're not top. It's still fun. Oh my god, I just realized everybody's a tier 8. Holy crap. Wow. Okay. That's interesting. Not too many people have the Malbreaker. I'm guessing not a whole lot of people like the Malbreaker. They probably saw that it was just a collector's tank. Nothing good to be had about it. I think it's okay. Would I recommend anybody buying it? Yeah, it's a fun tank. It's going to have its points where you're going to have to really test yourself out, though, because it is not an OP tank. And it will never be an OP tank. It's just one of those tanks that I purchased and got. Oh, wow. I like that tank. I need to get one of those at some point. It's just one. Yeah, lag. Definitely lag. It's just one of those tanks that I think you can have fun in. That's all. Now, I'm going to go over here and help these guys out, but I'm going to take the low road. I don't want the high road because I am too slow, and if I get caught out there, that's my ass. But I will go this way. Now, looking on the map, that M4190 Walker Bulldog GF German tank went to the right. T-44 is over there, Panther 88, T-28 Proto, and the Lorraine is going in that direction. All the heavies went to the left. We have the Udez, Scorpion G, and Ferdinand on the left side. Okay. We are going to just creep on through. Sorry, throat. Got a bit of a cold, I think. Now, they do have artillery on their team, so I gotta be wary about that. Yeah, he got... Oh, come on. Damn. Now, I will usually, more often than not, stay on standard armor-piercing rounds. Ooh, shit. Stay on standard armor-piercing rounds, then go to premium. We're losing some people. I don't like that. Bits. And I was spotted. That fit on artillery is right. I love the way this tank sounds when it shoots. Or it's not the tank, it's the gun. I like the way the gun sounds when it shoots. That's what I meant to say. Jesus. sort of turning around because I see an issue in the southeast. And we just lost our artillery. And we're supposed to be the ones to go and engage and attack them to capture their flag. I wonder if they are actually going to give chase or if they're going to roll back. Book it before they're already drops a shell on my ass. Well, our meal is moving in the southeast now. Get a good angle, and I was spotted. That's just really... Yeah, see, you become a magnet for artillery, and I don't like that. That's why this tank needs more armor, more health. More armor, more health this tank does need.
Gegner beschädigt.
Nice. Oh, that's just in poor taste.
Panzer
Got him.
zerstört.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Load, 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 load. Got him.
Erwischt.
Well, it didn't help any, but, I mean, it's whatever. It was fun, though. That's the point of this gameplay. But this gameplay footage of these tanks. Can you have fun in it? To me, that was fun. I got 2 kills, so 10 kills. Who cares? You can make a lot of kills, right? I like to see it is how much fun can you have while doing it. Again, the thing I didn't like about this tank, it's got all that weight. The armor doesn't match the weight output. The health doesn't match the weight output. If you're going to give me that amount of weight, please give me some more freaking health. Because I took a hit from artillery. Me as a heavy tank, artillery hits should not really be taking quarters of your health off. Some artillery pieces I know have strong guns. Okay, sure, but it's up against a heavy armored tank. My tank's not really heavily armored, though. It has a lot of weight, but it's like, yo, if you're going to give me that weight, where's the armor at? Where's the health at? Like, I can understand, too, if some people would say, well, the top of every tank, like the roof of the hole in the roof of the turret, is not going to have armor. All right, well, here's the thing. If I don't have armor on the front, that's going to mitigate the rounds that are coming in at me, and I got all this weight, then why not, because of all this weight, I have more armor on the roofs? So that artillery is like, fuck, what do we do against this tank? Because I can't get rid of them. You see what I'm saying? Like, as a matter of fact, let me see something. This is a heavy tank. How much do you weigh? Where's the weight of this tank? 101 tons. And it has 180 millimeters at the front, 150 at the sides, and 150 at the rear. For tier 8, that's premium matchmaking that only sees up to tier 9s, and it weighs 101 tons, and it's got a 1200 horsepower per ton, 1200 horsepower engine with 11.77 specific horsepower per ton weight ratio. It meets the criteria that you would expect out of a 100-ton tank. This is 168. So it weighs more. It doesn't have the horsepower per ton, but I got a better, stronger engine. Not by much, but I got a better, stronger engine. So if I got all this weight, where's the hit points that shows it, and where's the armor that shows it? Because I got the same frontal armor with an obvious weak spot, kind of like the KV-5 with its R2-D2 turrets. But I got an obvious weak spot, 180 at the front, 130 at the sides, and 100 at the rear. By comparison, that KV-5 is a little better. I mean, yeah, it has its obvious weak points, but still. Let's go ahead and open that box that we got. Here, what was it? You? I could probably just like that. Here, there, that. Okay. Let's go back. So what I'm asking for this tank is more armor that matches the weight and more health points that matches the weight. So how much health points am I asking for? Well, how about this? How about we see what our tier 8 and tier 9 counterparts are at? What are you? Does this say your health points? Vehicle details. All right, so you're at 107 or 1,700 configuration. How about we open you? Oh, so you get the okay. So it's the same turret at 230, 160, 140, and then the Moushin. What kind of health points are you at? Equal to 10. You're at 2,300. Yeah, so. But how much did you weigh? I'm guessing you weigh about 100 tons because it's VK 101. So you probably weigh 100. And that's a 1,000 horsepower engine. Okay. Where's the weight at? Am I just skipping over it? Wait. Yeah. See. Okay. So this tank probably doesn't have the same weak points that I have on my tank, right? It's got better rear armor, I think, on both. Probably better turret armor considering the weak spots I was telling you about on my turret and hull. And it weighs less than mine. How much did you weigh? 1.6. Yeah, see, my tank should be more in line with this tank. My tank should be more in line with this. As a matter of fact, I think the details on my tank was that it's supposed to be a prototype of this tank. Yeah, because the gun's on the scooted over to the side on my turret, just like this one. This one's a rear mounted, and mine's just more forward. Yeah, so this one has 2,300 for the weight that it has on roughly the same armor, roughly. 200, 155, 135. What was mine? 200, 130, 100, and 230, 160, 100 or something like that. I forgot what mine was. But based on the weight, I do have more horsepower, but still, the engine's really not going to cut it for you on the weight factor. Yeah, no, it's not going to cut it on the weight factor. So I need the proper armor and definitely the proper health. Now, if this one's at 2,300 and this one's at the same health that I have, 1,700, a compromise would probably be, why not give me 2,100 health? At tier 8, 2,100 health. It would probably be one of few tanks that has the most amount of health at tier 8, but it would make up for me dying out in the field. Now, I get it. Premium tanks aren't supposed to be as good, if not better, than its counterparts that is showing up as per tier. But the tank that I have is supposed to be more in line with this tank than this tank. And I would have less health than this one, more health than this one. But I think this one still will outdo that one because you get a choice in guns, tracks, and all that. And this one has better armor layout profile than mine. Plus, my R2D2, or not R2, my tower of the Commander's cupola is easy to penetrate. This one, I think, is like, it's pretty well armored. It is pretty well armored. And I think this one's pretty well armored too. Mine's not. Mine's like 150. Maybe increase it to 180. That way it's not too easy, but not too hard. I don't mind that the tank's 20 on the kilometers per hour or whatever. But yeah, something like that. It is a fun tank though, but I think Wargaming needs to fix this tank just a tad bit more. It's fine on the mobility. It is a heavy tank at 168. I don't expect this thing to shift out in the field. I don't expect this tank to turn on a dime and all that. I expect its gun to do what it's supposed to, even though the armor piercing is at 220 at 100 meters. Still, maybe that one could be bumped up a little bit more, maybe like 240, 246 on the pen, just to be on track with a bunch of other heavy hitting guns. But But apart from that, the gun is okay. The armor's not okay for a heavy tank. This is easy to penetrate. This is easy to penetrate. This is an obvious weak spot. This whole plate up here needs to be thicker. This needs to be thicker. This, especially the mantlet, that's ridiculous that there's nothing back there. That all it is just this and then nothing behind it. That's kind of dumb if you ask me. Because people could just be like, oh, hey, I got the gun that can get through this. It shouldn't be that easy. It should not be easy that you look at this tank, you're like, whatever, let me just aim right here. Bam, there we go. It should be just a tad bit tricky. It is big, and you'd be like, oh, I can aim at this or aim at this. But I think these need to be bumped up just a little bit more on the armor. Overall armor needs to be bumped up, and most definitely the health needs to be bumped up. At 1700 for a heavy tank, that's kind of poor if you ask me. That's kind of poor. But anyways, let's jump into another game with this tank. Ooh, yeah, we did. Yeah, because we dropped. Anyways, oh, wait, I forgot. You know what? We're going to be here a while, so why not pop you on? Got one of those. Pop you on. 100 for 2. Yeah. Do I want to do that? Yeah, let's do that for 2 hours. Why not? We'll be playing for 2 hours. We'll try. Let's go ahead and jump into another match and see how forgiving or terrible matchmaking is going to be. I'm going to put the headset down and get a drink real quick. Bottom tier. I am bottom tier. Damn it. Told you. Look at this. It's 3 tier 10s. 3 tier 10s. Yep. A lot of tier 9s. Well, I mean, it's probably the normal number, but you'll probably see that this tank will get in a bunch of tier 10 matches. It is unforgiving. Now maybe, just maybe, Wargaming is probably like, ooh, actually shit, where am I gonna go? Oh crap. Before I jump into that, I was gonna say, the way I like to see matches with tanks that have obvious weak spots is, where can I go where my weak spot is not gonna get hit that often? Shit. Alright, I guess everyone's going over here. I'm gonna go over here. Probably not the best idea. But yeah, let's say Wargaming's probably like, hey, tier 10s need love too. Tier 10s need to go against tier 9s and 8s. And there's a lot of tier 10s out there, and they need matches. Okay, well then, how about you solve that by having tier 10 tanks go up against some bots, right? If you can't get the tier 10s to go up against other tier 10s, and ooh, fuck. Yeah, if you can't get the tier 10s to go up against other tier 10s and plenty of tier 9s, then make a matchup where it'll have some online and bot players. Bot players being from the actual server, so you're actually going up against bots. Really, really intelligent AI. Why not do that? I mean, you do it with World of Warships. There, you can go up against bots. One whole team full of players and one whole team full of bots, and those bots are pretty damn good, if you ask me. You could do the same thing in World of Tanks. It'd be a simple fix. As a matter of fact, I would probably play that more often than going up against players. Players versus players. I would play a match where it's just me versus a whole bunch of bots. Just send waves of bots. And then you'll have the credit income and the experience gained match up with what is given during the match play. Do that and it'll be fine. Shit. Uwe, you need to get out of there, bro. tier 10. Excuse me, not tier 10, the T10. I don't know why I called it tier 10. Okay, Luve, why would you do that? Seriously, why would you do that, bro?
Durchschlagstreffer! Gegnerischen Panzer getroffen!
Yeah, there we go. Kill him, he's low on health, kill him. Ah, Luve. Luve, or low. Alright, somebody got him. Now, as you can see, I don't have any kills, but a lot of teammates on my team do. And you can probably tell the way I play this game is very supportive. I am not that kind of aggressive individual that'll go out there and get the kills. I like to play support. What just happened to this game? Oh, there we go. I was like, I just put the R button. What happened? I pushed enough all the way. But I play... Wow, the enemy Luve really went in the water, didn't he? That's how I play, is supportive. There might be a tank or two that I'll go aggressive, but for this tank, I don't think this is a very good aggressive tank to go out and get kills. I really don't think that's how it is. This is a good support tank. Even top tier, I don't say that this is an aggressive tank. You should not take this tank out there and just steamroll the enemy. It's not going to work out for you because you are too slow and you have obvious weak spots. Your side armor is 130 millimeters. Those E25s, their guns could get through the side of your armor, okay? That's how it is. The reason why I point out the E25 is not because the E25 is a bad tank. It's not. It's a fun little tank. I don't have one, but I know they're fun. I point out the E25 because it has that gun that does like 150 average damage. If they get around you, you're pretty screwed. Now, you can run them over or push them around and cause ramming damage, because you do have the weight and the horsepower per ton. But, yeah. I would not recommend you taking this out and being aggressive with it, because you will get screwed over. You do have obvious weak spots. That's a weak spot. That's a weak spot. If they put their special ammunition in, premium rounds, whatever, and even if you angle, I don't think you're going to have a great success. This is not one of those aggressive tanks. So, okay, so that was a win, and everyone's moving on up. Okay, good. Let's see, what's another tank do I feel like playing? I need to work on the Scorpion at some point. At some point, I gotta work on that one. Let me see. I do have these. Yeah, T44-100 and T54. Here's the interesting thing about the T44-100. It has a muzzle brake on it. It should not. In the classes that I took over here to study about vehicle identification, muzzle brakes weren't really brought out until after the 54 model. The T54-55... The difference between them was the T54, or the T55 had a bore evacuator in the middle of the barrel, but they both looked the same. The 54 and 55. After the 54-55, you had the 62, the T62, and it had a, I believe it moved the bore evacuator to the end. And then the T72 had the muzzle brake and a bore evacuator, as well as having the driver viewport in the center, and it had one of them with an A or a V right here, like a splash guard. And with the after the 72 was the 80, and the 80 had just one of them. No, the excuse me. The 72 had one driver viewport, and the 80 had 3 drivers viewport. Yeah, now I'm remembering. And it was also in the video game Arma Cold War Assault. Then after the 80 was the T90, which had I believe they have like these IR finders or whatever. They look like eyes, so it makes the turret look like an angry mosquito. And then the T14 Armada looks like an RC remote control tank. It only has 3 individuals in the tank: the driver, the commander, and the gunner. And the gunner controlled the turret, which was nobody was in the turret. It was remote controlled. And it looks weird. That's why I said it looked like an RC remote control tank. Apart from that, the 54, 55, and the 62, the 55 and 54, they had this. They had the canonical gun on the side, right, or whatever. Coaxial, canonical. I'm probably getting those words mixed up or whatever. It had the extra gun, right, the machine gun port. The 54 and 55 had a hot dog shape, while the 62 had a hamburger shape. And it was funny because the guy who taught us, Captain Johnson, he said the funniest thing. He was like, yeah, so picture it this way. The 54, 55 will have the hamburger, or the hot dog, and the 62 will have a hamburger. Look at the 62. He's like, you see this guy, and you see this guy, and it had the commander and I think the loader or whatever. They were sticking out of a tank and just looking all... Just in their black suits, right? And they just had their arms out and whatnot. He's like, look at them. They look like hamburglers. You see that? Hamburglers all over the place. You even have this guy down here, the driver, looking like a hamburglar. It's just a hamburger thing right there. And I was like, wow, that's hilarious. So it reminded me that the 62 had that hamburger thing right there. That's the way you can tell. Anyways, let's go ahead and jump into this tank. Let's try to work these guys up and then push them over to the 54 Mod 1. Ooh, God, Jesus. Well, I'm not alone. There is a T-44 on my team. Oh, shit, we have a T-54 on our team. Oh, snap, we got the whole 44 family right here. Even though the 54 is pretty much based on the armor of the 54, it's actually a T-44, if you ask me, because of that turret. It might have the hull, but it's got the turret of the 44. We got the whole family right here. Oh, there's a 44 on the opposite team. Alright, so there's me, there's the leopard. There's my 44 and there's my 50. I'm gonna follow them, so wherever they go. Okay, we got one going up and one going up too. Should I follow them or should I go down here? Now what I do like about this T-44-100, it's got mobility. It's got mobility over the 54. Yeah, it's got mobility over the 54. I also got side skirts, which is a little better than the regular 44. It's a little bit better than the 44, but he's basically a better tank because he can move much better than I. Oh shit. Yeah, no, Fuck this, I ain't going up there. They're already staged and ready to go. I just like how this thing moves. Look at that, that's awesome. Now the 44 probably moves a lot better than I. I'm there too. help at it.
Не пробил. Танк уничтожен.
That wasn't a whole lot of fun. That was death. It was terrible. That E100 knew he knew he had some kills. He was like, I'm about to have me some fun. Yep, and there goes the Typhoon. Made his kill on that T-44.
They killed our driver. We're covering his position, but not very well.
I just don't. I don't know. These matchups, the tier 8s will struggle against tier 9s and 10s, but the tier 9s and 10s will not struggle against anybody, even to their own. It's just a matter of who shoots who first, and then just angling and this and that. Really? I got a sniper or a sharpshooter? Whatever. Let's jump into another match with this, because we need to get that daily double. We need... Oh, wow. Top tier, huh? Okay. It doesn't mean it's going to be a good match, though. I could die within the first couple of seconds. True story, it can happen. How? Let's see. How about I hit a bump and then my tank flips over. Bam. It can happen. And now you might be like, oh, but your teammates could help you out. Not really. I haven't noticed too many people who would help out. There's not too many friendly people when you go online and play. Now me, if you flip over, I'll go out of my way to help you, even if it's in the middle of a frickin' battle. I do that. Why? Because in my mind, you have another gun. You're gonna help do some damage. You're gonna help out. Other people, though, they just don't want to bother because they're thinking, oh, I'm not gonna help you. You have a gun that's gonna kill and take my kills. I don't want that. If you want to think that way. Call this the North Korea map. Okay, Fury. Calm down there. Although you wouldn't be too far off, to be honest. Well, maybe not. I can't say for North Korea. South Korea, yeah. I remember living in South Korea and it was snowy all the time. And cold. He was probably like, the fuck? Ah, how did he get me? I knew artillery was just aiming on me. That's why I kept trying to circle and circle. Or not circle, but that's why I kept trying to, like, serpentine. Ah, that was so terrible. We better win this match, because I was actually doing pretty good. Black Prince inbound. Nope, never mind. He's not inbound. He's distance away from the Z-25. Damn, where'd that Crusader SP go? Oh wow, he really trekked. Go hunt him down, bruh. Ooh, that was close.
Sie kann jeden Moment reißen. Kommandant verwundet.
Oh shit. Bro, stop. Just hit him. He shouldn't be wasting his rounds like that. I don't think E-25s have a whole lot of ammo capacity. Well, maybe they do, but the ammo or the damage output isn't high enough to say you have a lot of ammo. Get him, get him. There we go. Okay. It was a win in our T-44-100. I don't usually get those in the T-44-100. Third class. Ooh, second best. Congratulations. Okay. But yeah, I don't really win too many matches, and this is because this tank, tier 8, will see tier 10s, and it does not have the armor to see tier 10s. I don't have great ability or mobility. I should say ability. Yeah, I don't have great ability to handle this tank. No, I don't have great mobility. Well, as great a mobility in this tank as a T-44. Now, T-44 sucks whenever they see tier 10s. I feel bad for them because I feel bad for myself. But then again, they probably don't need that kind of pity because they're probably good players. And like I said, I'm average at best. Still learning from this game, even though I've probably had like 10,000 matches. How many matches have I had? Yep, 10,000, just about. So let's go ahead and go to the 54 mod 1. Throw our crew in there and let's get into a match. Now I think with the T-44-100 and the T-54 mod 1, I don't have fire extinguishers. Probably not a great thing to do, but I want the mobility for my tank. Gotta have mobility for the tank. I don't like being a slow medium tank. To me, that does not make sense. You should not have a slow medium tank. Your tank should be able to frickin' move. Even though your tank has armor, it still doesn't make sense. Because now here's the thing that I mentioned before with the T-54 mod 1. It has a 520 horsepower engine. The T-44 has a 560 horsepower engine. So why did they do that? Why did they gimp this tank into having pretty shitty mobility? Oh, is it to say that it's got the armor? Oh, okay, well the T-44 has a better engine. You should give me the same engine and see what that does for this tank.
Бой начинается.
Where the hell am I? I gotta, I think I kind of know where I am. We are top tier. Maybe I'll go with these guys. I think we're gonna need some people over here. I think we're gonna need some people over here. Damn, they have a T-26 E5 Patriot on their team too. They also got an O&E. They have a lot of tanks that can do damage to me. I spotted him, but he didn't spot me. That's kind of unique. This tank does get pretty good, what do you call it, camo, but it's not perfect. Jesus. I better back up. Somebody else hit me. Who hit me? The VK. Okay, there's a VK that nicked me. VK30D and this over here. Oh, and I do not have dude. Ooh, artillery saved my ass. I got a freaking bond. What the fuck? Apparently I was at the top. I think artillery should have been at the top. Okay. Wow, I got 5 of them bitches. What did we get? Some cash. Okay. Okay. For once, can a tank pop out of these? Give me like a Type 59? I seriously doubt that. Ooh, money. More money. Okay. Ooh, nice. Alright, let's go over her. That. Oh, wow, there's a 4 there. We don't need that. Snowman, here. Alright. Close. Okay, yep, that was a victory. Yeah, 2 people went up because I think they were all at 80 and these 2 are now at 81. Okay, so neat. Now, what else do we? I think we want to work. Yeah, we want to work on the AMX. We want to get these guys to 100. So, let's see what can be done. Now, it is a tier 7. The max it'll see is tier 9s. Hopefully we don't get any tier 9s and we actually get into 7, 8s matches. What do we have? Oh, shit! Okay. Damn. Tier frickin' 9s. They have an AMX 1375 on their team. They have a Bachet 12. I think that's a medium tank. Ooh, they have a Type 59. Oh god, this is gonna be terrible. I'm probably gonna die. I'm trying to get up this hill. We do have a new T92 on our team. It's one of the other premium tanks you can get right now. I was thinking about getting it. I still kind of am, but I'm not 100% certain on that, in all honesty. T49, T54 lightweight. They're about to battle it out. Spotted a bat chat. Get up over this hill. God, Jesus. I thought I was going to freaking fall off the edge. And one of the things about this tank you're not going to like, the T92, is that he has this rocking back forward thing. He's going to be like, yeah, that right there. You saw that? That's not going to help when you're trying to, like, aim. They're M12. They're M12.
On va la voir, continuez à tirer. Véhicule ennemi hors combat. On les tient, les gars. On va la voir, continuez à tirer. Celui-là n'a pas percé. On n'a pas pénétré le blindage. Ils sont salement touchés.
I gotta be careful because I flipped over one time going down this hill. is this? Destroy 2 enemy tank or tank destroyers and a light tank. Okay. Yeah, the T-92 did some good. What is? She's showing me a little bit about this. Yeah, go ahead and open it. Okay. All right. So we have here. What's here? T-92. What do we have? 75. Okay, so it's a better gun than what I have. Armor, I think I have better armor, but it is a light tank, so it's not going to matter. Add to comparison. Yes, compare. Here, where is the AMX? There. All right. So with this, he does more damage. He has better penetration. I have a better fire rate. He's a single shot gun though. Okay, so that's the difference. I have a better hull, but that's because of the crew that I have. He has 10 degrees of gun depression though. That's pretty good. Aiming tank's pretty good, and that could be better. Better on that. Survivability's at 45. He's got 1,000 hit points. He's got more weight, but much higher on that. And then 35, 50. But I do have the armor, but no armor doesn't really count for much. It is a pretty good tank. Would I recommend it based on what I see here? Yeah, but from what I hear, this tank gets hit, you're gonna have crew members knocked out. So that is a thing. Go ahead and exit out of that. Give me, and we are back. What is this? Clear the list. Get that out of there. So yeah. I think the Scorpion was another thing I wanted to work on. Yeah, Scorpion. What the fuck? Okay. Somebody give it to me. All right. So, bonus material of this tank. Send the barracks. Can I send the whole crew to barracks? Holy crap! A T-92. I got it. All right, another premium tank. It's tier 8. This is gonna be fun. Wow. All right. That's awesome. Holy crap, I can't believe it. One of my friends, probably. I'm just awestruck. Awesome. And I was working. Yeah, that'll be fine. Where indeed are the crew members? Do, 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 do. Yeah, you. Get rid of you. There he is. I was like, where's the other guy? Was it only a 2-man crew? Wait, it's a 4-man crew. Where's the 4th guy? Or did I get rid of 4? T92, there you are. Exit. Which means you. A 3-man crew. Send to barracks real quick. We'll give this tank a go, shall we? And it's you. Yeah, you. Uh-oh. Wait a minute. Did one of these tanks have a gunner that shouldn't have a gunner? A loader. Yep, you. Okay, so send to barracks. You have a loader too. Send to barracks real quick. Go to you, and we do have a loader. Alright, so gunner. Put you in there. Oh, you gotta get worked up. And we'll pop you in there. Go over here, and we'll pop you. Okay. Golly, what the hell happened here? What is this? This changed. Oh. This is all different effects. War paint, any. Weathered, paint, camouflage, no bright colors. Inventory 360. Suitable for. Wait, I don't get it. I'm a bit confused. What the hell am I? Plus 3% bonus to concealment when applying camouflage to a vehicle's. It looks cool, I guess. It's for $750 though, Jesus. What about this? US style. Extend automatically. Custom. The thing is, I see this, and but they're the okay. So like, does I don't get it. I don't get it. What's this? What? I can actually choose? What does that do? It's crazy. What about this? Wow. Yeah, but does this do anything for the tank? Blue, A2, it doesn't really say. Camouflage. Bot. Gift. You added new. Wait, what? Confirm. Okay, and then we'll go back and go to camouflage. Okay, I still got the 3. I thought I was gonna lose it. What the hell is this? Transparent, tropical two-tone. Dude, you can actually choose where you want it. That's awesome. These may not be visible to other players. Oh, well. My God, you can play around with this. Germany-based color group. What's this? Crap, that's crazy. Light gray, olive drab, blue, gray. It's still kind of camouflage though. What's this? Green, tan. Base. Germany, USSR, UK. France, China, Sweden, Japan, Czechoslovakia, Ruthless Primer. Wow. You can like really choose. Huh. Okay. Paints, camouflage. Does this tank not get... Oh, whoops. I did not see any of this over here. My bad. What is it? Large spot. Gift. It's a gift. So do I get free? Is that what this is trying to tell me? Because I'm noticing this number is popping up, and I don't know why. Okay, what happens if I just exit out of that, go back into this? Okay, so I have nothing, right? We'll go to camouflage. We'll go to you. That. And nothing for the tracks. Unable. Okay. What about you? Okay, and then what about you? Alright, so I get these camos. Oops. Damn it. Get up in there. Okay. Okay. Small. Oh no, I just go for small scale for some reason. There's that. There's this. There's this. I don't know, I like that better. I'll do that. Small scale, that. Small. And there. Go to our winter. Small. 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 Let me go here and click on large. It's just user preference, I guess. And then there's this. Ooh, that one's got some brown. What is that? Shit? It's got some shit in it. I guess we can leave it on that color scheme. Let's go to the summer one real quick. There's you. Click on you. There's that. Damn, this one's like really green. This one's got that. This one's got that. Do I want this or this? Maybe that. Okay, just double checking. All right. Camo. Yeah, apply. Cool. That is neat. Wait a minute. So do my other tanks have camo? No, you don't. I guess it's because you got Ein Berlin. Ich bin ein Berliner. I really don't think that's how you say it. I just remember that's what JFK said. But if that's the case, is there another tank that I have? Can we finally camouflage the... I don't think we can. Nope. Let me check the Sturzvan. This is one of my faves. This is one of my favorite tanks. Oh. What do we have here? Oh, dude, you can change it up, huh? Neat. Okay, so it was on this. And we can do small, medium, or large. So let me see my winter real quick. Oh, yeah, big difference. Ooh. desert. The desert is calling. Yeah, confirm. I don't want to change anything on it. It's fine. We will, I think, jump into a match with this at some point. Let's jump back down here. Actually, let me jump back up to the AMX 1357. I want to see. Ooh, they're at 99. They are so close. Where's my camo? There's my camo. Plus 10.38 on that. Okay. Now, what are you? Plus 6. What the fuck are you talking about? And then there's another one. Check you. Concealment skill, that. Wait a minute. Oh, never mind. I was like, where's my camo skill? Or where's the camouflage for the tank? But apparently, it doesn't have it. It's already incorporated into this. That's why it's at that. So, by that, if we go over here, 27, it's not too far off. And considering that I should probably make these guys work at camo, yeah, concealment skill, and then there's that, and then you can also put camouflage net. But let me see. I need to check on you. That. Okay. So if I go over here, you have that. What can we put on you? A vertical stabilizer. But do we want to put a vertical stab? Do we want to put a vertical stab? Alright, first and foremost, we're going to want this. Wait, cancel real quick. Oh, Jesus. Oh, God. Those would be pretty good, though, to have. We're going to want you. Yep. Get up in there. Get up in there, son. And then we're going to want... Yep, I increased it, alright. Not by much, but it did something. What else do we want? Put this on for free, because apparently I got one on there, but I don't know if I want to do that. Accuracy during movement and turret rotation. That'll actually be pretty handy. But do we want that? What do other tanks have? There's that. I have to keep going back to my 1357 because I'll have it sit up the way I want. Is that? Gunnery nav will help with aiming, I think. Aiming speed. Aiming speed. And then there's that. And then you also want the view range. You also want the view range. Oh shit, I forgot I had him at Mentor. I probably want to take that off and put what do you call it? Thingamajig. Yeah, because you want to be able to see your enemy before they see you. As a matter of fact, I'm probably going to do that right now. I want to reset. And it's going to cost that much. Yep, reset it. Reset it, baby. Oh, it's magic. I mean, I'm only going to end up resetting it later on so I can give them all, what do you call it, brothers in arms, but better now than later. He's also the radio man. Oh, I see. You think darkness is your ally. Do we want recon or situational awareness? Probably recon. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, so then we go her, and then we could probably put the view range on. Purchase and mount it. 458. Just checking. What is yours? Are you same amount? 457. Damn, beat you by 1, son. And what's the next one? 169, 136. Probably. What'll help a light tank out? Camo. Yeah, camouflage net'll help it out. Spall liner. Lol. Torsion bars. Reloading. I mean, I'm thinking between the enhanced gun lane drive or the vertical stabilizer. But then again, the camouflage net'll be a thing too. If I put that on, I can shoot. Nobody will see me. But then again, I'm going to be moving a lot. I'm not exactly going to be standing still too much. So if I'm going to be moving a lot, theoretically I'm going to want this. Plus 20% accuracy during movement and turret rotation. Yeah, I'm probably going to want this. That way I could, like, just peck at people on the go. Interesting. Oh, sweet Jesus. Don't want this. Or the camouflage net. If I stand still. Damn, that is a tough one. Because then with this, I'm going to have to situate myself to stand still a lot. You know what? I'll buy it just to see where my camo is. Oh shit. Demount. Oh yeah, it's the same. It just gives me an extra 10, huh? At 38. I'm like at 40. I'm pretty much like a ninja out there. That's if I stand still. You know what? We'll go with the camouflage net just to see how things go. Oh damn, that's cheap for them round. That is cheap, son. Let me see. We are going to want a large repair kit, a large first aid kit, but we are gonna want 105 octane. Oh shit! No, take those off, please. Yeah, we're gonna want that 105 octane because I want this tank to move. Yeah. Let's accept that and see what happens. Damn, look at my horsepower per ton ratio, son. We are gonna be switch. Damn it! I knew I fucked up. You guys didn't tell me too. You just let me ruin myself. You just let me screw myself over. Do we want... Actually, we can go down some more and do this. I mean, why not, you know? And, yeah, well, I guess 3 heat rounds in case we run into that one tank that probably needs it. I don't know. Except, yes. Let's jump into the battlefield with this tank and see what happens, shall we? I'm sorry that took forever. I mean, by this point, if you truly stayed in to just listen and watch all that, you are a trooper. You must like my commentary gameplay to just go with it. I don't know. It's a hell of a thing. I do that a lot with other YouTubers that I watch, but that's because I appreciate what they do and I enjoy their commentary. It's going to be fun to hear something. It's going to be fun to just get involved in that kind of stuff. For you guys, though, I know I'm not big time or anything like that on YouTube community and all that, so thanks if you managed to stay in like that, but you really didn't have to. You could have just skipped ahead. You could have just skipped ahead, but you didn't. May not be today, it might not be tomorrow, but at some point you're going to skip ahead. Oh, wow, top tier, huh? We have a T69, a Charioteer, T92. That's me. T29. Dude, speaking of T29, I got a T29 right for that box opening thing for the Christmas gift special or whatever. I shit you not. I thought it meant that T29, the American T29 Heavy, and I was like, wait a minute, when did the T29 become a premium tank? I go and check it, and I didn't realize there was a dash in between the T and the 2, and it was a Russian T29, which is based off of the T28 medium tank, and I was like, you got me. I didn't play it. I haven't played the tank. I don't feel like doing it. It's a T28. Why the hell would I do that? I mean, it's cool that I got it, I guess, but I don't know. Hi-ho, Silver, away! Whoa! Well, look at what we got here. We got a Jackson out in the open, y'all. Somebody nail that fucker. Rudy all the way over. Yeah, kill his ass. He's caught. Get him. Get his ass. Matter of fact, a scavenger, am I? And we'll move a bit this way. And we'll move a bit. No. We'll move this way. Oh, now we'll move this way. That way artillery doesn't nick at me. Here real quick. Oh God, Jesus. Yeah, see, the tank does this rocking back forward thing. Oh. Can't believe I missed. That kind of sucks. Someone else is going to get that kill. Hey, there we go. Somebody got him. these guys, so let's go over there and do something. Wow.
Bailout. This vehicle is heading.
I thought I was gonna land on top of him. You know, I think I will keep the cam tank. I think I'll keep the camo on the tank. Yeah, sure. Go ahead, open boxes. Okay. 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 The only other thing I could probably switch this for is the, what do you call it? The thing where you reload faster. Caliber tank gun rammer, whatever. Yeah, medium caliber tank gun rammer is that. But I mean, with this tank, I don't know. Reloading fast to me, it's not one of those things, because you should be spotting people and having people shoot them down, and then you'll come in and get your shots in and all that. So yeah. Let's go ahead, jump back into our 57 GF and try to get these guys to 100% so we can work on the next skill set. What do we get? Tier 7 matchup. Woo! We are bottom though, but it is just tier 7, so let's see what can be done or be had. Windstorm. Alright, Windstorm. Ooh, we got a 28 T28 HTC.
Que le spectacle
Now on this map, do I know where to go? Not really. I don't know where the hell anybody would want me. Oh shit. Got a Leo on their team. That's worrisome to me. Leo can do some damage, I'll tell you that. Tell you, this town is probably not too happy that I'm running over their fences and shit like this. There's the Rio. I just realized they have a lot of tank destroyers.
Ils sont touchés. On n'a pas pénétré le blindage. Je les tire. Ils sont touchés. En plein dans le mille. Je les tire. Cible détruite. Cible verrouillée. On va la voir. Continuez à tirer. On les tient, les gars. On va la voir. Continuez à tirer. Cible détruite. Prêt à faire feu. On a perdu la cible.
T71 got him. Good job. I didn't talk much that match that round because I was just into it. I was like, ah, crap. Oh man, come on, you guys gotta get to 100. Open that shit up. Okay. Come on, 100. Come on, 100%. Guys, get to 100%. We can work on the next best thing. you guys should be able to see 100% here pretty soon. And then I did say I was going to play the Strasvanes one. Ooh, it's another good matchup. I can still get killed by the enemy opponents. See, this is not an OP tank. People think it is, but it's not. Their Leopard can get rid of me. Their Panzer 4H can get rid of me. Everybody can get rid of me. It can happen. Tanks like the Defender and the Chrysler GF, those are OP tanks. The T-26E5, it's not exactly an OP tank if you ask me. It's just not. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna shoot for that area. It's usually the area I go to. Light tanks probably go to a bunch of other areas. This area I go to for some reason. Oh, God. Driving backwards like that's not good. He's hungry. Alright, you guys get up in there. Jesus.
Joli tir. Celui-là n'a pas percé. On les tient, les gars. Celui-là a ricoché.
Back up for ooh.
Prêt à tirer. Ils sont seulement touchés. On les tient, les gars. Joli tir. Il est cuit. Passez au suivant. Prêt à faire feu. En plein dans le mille. Celui-là n'a pas percé. Ils sont seulement touchés. Celui-là n'a pas percé. Celui-là n'a pas percé. On va l'avoir. Continue à tirer. On l'a même pas éraflé. On les tient, les gars. On va l'avoir. Continue à tirer. Ils sont touchés. Joli tir. On va l'avoir. Continue à tirer. Celui-là n'a pas percé. Je les vois plus. Cible détruite.
I could have saved a couple rounds if I actually got away from manual aiming and just aimed right at that juicy ass, but ew, I had to go and try to do things that way, didn't I?
Cible verrouillée. La chenille est touchée. Elle peut casser à tout moment.
Oh God, Jesus, why? Why me?
La tourelle est HS.
Oh, that sucks.
Sortons de là.
I don't like how that tank could just topple over like that. I could have saved the day, but I didn't. I could have saved the day, but I didn't. I wanted to get rid of that, I think it was a Swedish tank destroyer. I wanted to get rid of him so bad. It wasn't because he had low health. It was the fact that I knew I had the gun to get through him. I just wanted to get rid of him quick as possible. Oh, man. Sad victory. How close are you guys? About 6 more battles, so it says. Man. And then there's still the Sturzfans. No, we must press on. We will get it. Decent battle. And they have a Stridsvan on their team. Stridsvan, that's wood. The hell was that?
Que le spectacle commence.
Just try not to hit trees. Water build rain.
Le tireur est blessé. On tire à l'aveuglette.
was just terrible. Yeah, let's go back to garage. We don't want to see the rest of that nasty mess. Oh man, that Lorraine took a chunk out of my health. Ooh, that was terrible. I guess we'll go ahead and jump into this. Why not? Good thing about this tank, it's got the gun to meet tier 10s. I am okay with the gun. Took my jacket off. And it throws me into a tier 10 match. Just because I have the gun that can see tier 10s doesn't mean I want to be dropped into a tier 10 match. Arctic region. Strictly a sniping tank. Now, where am I gonna go with this tank on this map? It's not exactly an assault sniper tank, but I think I have an idea where I can go. And it's right over here. Oh, we got a heavy tank going down. E100. E100 pressing his luck. Ah, shit, I missed my opportunity to be useful. And again.
Vi slog igenom pansaret.
They got him.
Fienden träffad. 2 minuters sidan.
Clear price. I don't know what it is, but this tank reminds me. I might have mentioned this in one of my other videos, but this tank reminds me of that video, that vehicle that they used in the movie Super Mario Bros. With John Leguizamo as Luigi, and I forgot the actor's name, but he played what's his name in Roger Rabbit, the main protagonist, the detective. Who played Mario? That looks like the vehicle that those two idiots in the movie used to go look for Luigi and Mario, or Mario and Luigi. That's what it looks like to me. If you go watch the movie again, or if you watch a spot in the movie, the desert scene or whatever, that's what it looks like. That's what it reminds me of. It's alright. There's this one as well. I still haven't gotten a mastery in this? Are you serious? What? Click on that. Damn. Y'all still need some battles. 248 on 310, 288 on 330. Yeah, this tank's got the gun that's not as good. 256. This one's supposed to be more accurate too, but it is a tough tank to play. Let's go ahead and give it a whirl, and then we'll probably jump back into the AMX. Probably depends on how long the matchup goes, because we only got 11 minutes left of the special reserves that I put in. Maybe it's a sign from God saying, hey, play these other tanks and give the AMX 1357 a break. Ah, shit. Oh, matchmaking done screwed me up. Look at that. Look at that. The Stritzvon S1 might have a gun for tier 10s. This tank, however, I don't know about that. I just don't know about that. This tank. So, I'm looking at some videos I have here. I got Ash versus the Evil Dead Season 2. I heard a Season 3 and possibly Season 4 is in the mix, is in the talks. So, that'd be cool. Now, this tank, I don't know if I mentioned in the other Let's Plays gameplays, but this is the WZ120-1 FT. FT being fake tank. It's based off of the Type 59, except I can see tier 10s. Whereas if the normal Type 59 can actually see tier 10s, it would not do too well. I might have a better gun than the Type 59, but I don't have a turret. And the Type 59 is a pretty good tank at tier 8 and 9. But yeah. What am I doing? Why am I going this way? I don't usually go this way. Why am I going over here? Damn, that T. hit. Somebody is fucking him up. God, I hate this map. I don't know where to put this freaking tank. I really don't know. Because I don't... Oh, God, Jesus, I better freaking move. I hate not knowing the exact good spots to be at. What he gets for aiming at me. The object, is that what, yeah, the object 704 got him. I blocked a T-28 round? Oh, because it got the actual gun mantlet itself. Oh, lucky me. Do I not have 6 cents on this tank? Like, seriously, what the shit? I thought I had 6 cents. I thought I had 6 cents on this crew, but I guess not. I was probably working on something else. I wanted to drag his attention away from that artillery him. I wanted to drag his attention away from him because he was like right there. A terrible sacrifice. And I was trying to find a weak spot on the T-28 because I didn't know where to shoot him at the front. Because even though it says my gun could go through certain spots, I also witnessed that it said there were other spots it could not go through. Alright, so there's this. I could try one more match. Because it's just 3 minutes left. Oh, tier 9s. Grand. I just want 100% for the next skill set. So I can move on to the next best thing. We have 2 Type 59s on our team, and they have 2 Type 59s on our team. Gee, matchmaking, what were you thinking? Shit, sorry. Where do I want to go? Probably over there. Probably. Whatever. Damn, I got 2 1375s. That's going to be an issue. And there's one of the 1375s on the hill. Both Type 29 or 50 29s. 2 Type 59s are going this way. And there goes the 1375 behind me. Kind of want to just rush in there and get them while all these guys probably didn't have to waste that entire clip on him, but I was just so pissed at that guy. I hate when guys do that. They got that bigger tank and they just start pushing on the little guys. He just kept pushing on that Comet. It's like, what the fuck, bro?
Cible verrouillée. Ça y va plus.
Damn. Yeah, all right. They got 100. Oh no, we lost that match. Yeah. Chill. What are we gonna work on now? I could have him work on camo to increase the camouflage rating of this tank now. Or Jack of all trades is a possible good one. Eagle Eye only works when it comes to 100%. I can also make situational awareness work, but the view range only works up to 445, is it? And I'm already at 457, so I don't know if doing that would be helpful. To be honest, they're all good. They're all good to have. I would think. Even if it extends it, it just makes it that much more. I think, if I understand this correctly, the more view range you have, the better it is to detect vehicles nearby that are camouflaged. So the higher the view range, the better chance you have at spotting the enemy, even if they're camouflaged. At least I think that's what I understand. Ooh, he's a Capitan. Adrenaline rush is a pretty good thing, but that comes into 100%, 100%, 100%. Concealment, I would think, is the next best thing. That or situational awareness. Man, which do we want? Situational awareness would be pretty good to spot the enemy before they spot me. But again, it is capped out at 455. But I think it also helps. So there's the current view range of your vehicle. No enemy vehicle can be spotted at a distance exceeding 445. Further increasing the view range allows you to more easily spot enemy vehicles within. Yeah, see, exactly. So increasing it makes it that much better. So, do we want to conceal ourselves and make it harder for them to spot us, or do we want to spot them before they spot us? Decisions. Man, that's a tough one. That is a tough one. Spot them before they spot me. Damn, I kind of want to do situational awareness, but then I kind of want to work on concealment as well, because I already got 2 other members who worked at it. Let me see. Look at this real quick. Concealment's at that. Oh, man. God, they're both good to have. Situational awareness or concealment. Fuck. God, it's a tough one. You know what? Let me work on the others first. My driver. What do I want my driver? You know, it's probably gonna be clutch braking. And then after clutch braking, this. And then after that, repairs and firefighting or something? I don't know, but let's go with clutch braking. We want to be able to turn on a dime. 0.5. I was going to say 0.05, but it's 0.5. Okay, let's go to you, our gunner. What do we want our gunner to have? That has to be 100. This doesn't have to be 100. This needs to be 100. Do we have 2 loaders? Yeah, we do have 2 loaders. Okay, because the commander counts as a loader, apparently. If that's the case, what do we want him to work on in the meantime? What do we want him to work on? Firefighting wouldn't be too bad, especially considering that I got that 105 octane gasoline instead of the, what do you call it? Firefighting. So the fire extinguisher. Because everything else requires 100%, except for repairs and armor. Improves accuracy of a damaged gun. Yeah, let's do firefighting. Get that going. Now, for you, what do we want to work on? Concealment or situational awareness? Damn, what do we want? Do we want to spot them before they spot me? Or do I want to not be seen before I spot them? Because we can work on the other one next time around. Hold up. This is a tough decision. Golly. I mean, I'm going to get both. You know what? Maybe let's go concealment. Let's make it harder to be seen. Let's go with that. Yeah, let's make it harder to be seen. Alright, so we did that. Okay, we'll go ahead and stop the video here. It was a 2-hour-long video. I can't believe I actually stood for 2 hours. But we did it. I hope you guys enjoyed this gameplay footage. We showcased the Mauerbrück. Yeah, see, I knew it. It was a VK16801 Mauerbrücke. The wall breaker. The T92. Legit. That was nice. I still gotta work on the crew members. I'll probably work on this on my own behind the scenes. I don't anticipate showing every single video I do when I jump on this tank. I'll probably play on my own just to increase it and then showcase again, like, hey, here's some more fun. Maybe if you guys have a recommendation for tanks you want to see gameplay style, and maybe, I don't know, I wouldn't call it a review, but maybe my explanation, my personal opinion of what you think of these tanks, how I feel about it. Because again, I'm not a professional of this game like Quickie Baby, the Mighty Jingles, Circumflexes. There's a bunch of people I'm subscribed to, Aging Jedi, that play World of Tanks, and they're all great at it, and they have great reviews, great videos. I recommend going and watching their channel. If you're watching these videos, I hope you enjoyed it. I'm just doing a gameplay footage because you can't exactly do a let's play of this game, but I see them doing a lot of reviews. So I can't really do a review the way they do it. I just do it the way I do it, like this. They do reviews based on one tank at a time. They showcase it, then they jump to another. They cut, edit, and trim videos. Me, I just show the full length everything. Good and bad matches of the tank based on my player experience and how well I am at the game and such. Then I can explain from personal opinion what I think of the tank. What do I think of this tank? It was fun. I mean, the gun didn't reload that fast. It could probably benefit from having a medium caliber gun rammer, tank gun rammer, whatever that's called. It could probably benefit from that because it'll reload much faster. This, compared to the AMX 1357, has better power to weight ratio, although it didn't feel like it. But I probably got to play this a little more just to get that feel of it. This could benefit from having that, what do you call it, vertical stabilizer, shoot on the move kind of idea, because this is one of those tanks you're going to want to be moving. We did notice that this tank does that rocking back and forth thing. I don't know if that's a thing you're going to like. It's probably going to be annoying, especially when you want to stop and then shoot somebody. Apart from that, it's fun little tank. Stressfawn's a great tank. It's got the gun. Doesn't have much of anything else. It does move, though, when you get out of siege mode or whatever it is. This tank has its ups and downs. So, yeah. So, if you have a recommendation, excuse me, of tanks you want to see, just mention it. I'll show you the tanks. So, those. Just pause the video, look through as I go right on through. Yeah, there's that T29 that I thought was the other T29. Okay. So, yeah. There's that. I hope you guys enjoy. You guys take care. Go ahead, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and see you in the next video.